Alright, hey everybody. I'm coming to you today to talk to you about my Arjuni hair and my Miss Bossy wig. I got the Arjuni hair made onto a Miss Bossy wig. For my Arjuni, I have 8 ounces. I have 3 ounces of 16 to 18 on the bottom, 2 ounces of 14 to 16, 1 ounce of 12 to 14, and 1 ounce of 8 to 10 inches. I got the hair in January, and I sent the hair off to Miss Bossy to get made onto a reverse U-part wig. So for my hair, I have about from here to here, I have about 3.5 inches out. And from here to here, I have about 3 inches out. And then I have hair out along the perimeter of my hairline. So first I'm going to talk about the Arjuni hair. The hair does shed, but I would say it's probably less than your beauty supply hair. And also, you also have to remember when I'm talking shedding, this hair, I don't know if the lighting's so great in my room, but this hair has been bleached. I bleached it about 3 to 4 times in order to get it to match my blonde hair. So, yeah, it's been processed multiple times and it's still holding up very, very, very well. I mean, I can feel a texture difference, of course, because the hair's been processed, like with lots of bleach, believe me, because I needed to lift it as much as I possibly could so that it would blend and still kind of have ombre-ish pieces at the bottom of the hair. Let me think what else. The Arjuni hair, I haven't had any problems with it at all. I've had it, it hasn't, even though I've had the hair for over a few months since I got it in January, I have not been wearing it. I actually started wearing my Miss Bossy wig about, hasn't even been a month ago. So I've had this in for less than a month, but it's really easy as far as styling. The hair, I do believe this is some virgin hair. I don't think that there's any fillers or there's anything extra in this hair. I do believe it's pure hair. It definitely lifted for me. It definitely has capabilities of and properties of human hair, not like your beauty supply hair. And I do believe and I trust and I hope that this hair lasts me for a year as well as the whole construction of the wig. Now I'm going to talk about the Miss Bossy wig, my Miss Bossy wig review. Oh, by the way, I said um the last row of hair is 16 to 18 inches, and I wish I could show you in the back because the hair in the back is much longer than the hair in the front. But it is probably, if I had to say, and pull my longest, it's about maybe 2 to 3 inches from my butt when I pull it. So the hair in the 16 to 18 inches, which is my last layer, is pretty long. Now the Miss Bossy wig construction. The hair is on like a spandex cap, and I can't take it off to show you because I actually sewed it around the perimeter. I have combs here, then I have combs here, and then all around the back. Now I have to say, because I went to my stylist to get her to put it on because I don't know. I know all about wigs, know all about weaves, but I know nothing about a 3/4 wig. This is my first time ever using a 3/4 wig and ever having to put one on. So I went to my stylist, shout out to Tammy, and I had her put the wig on, braid my hair out. The combs, oh my God, they were so tight in my head. Like, I really have to say, the combs. It took me a little while to get used to it because it was uncomfortable, and then the combs just scratched my scalp up, so I had some scabs up in there because it really scratched me up. But it's no default of the wig itself. It's just my head got scratched by the combs. Um, I can pull the hair up into a high pony. I can do that. I just have to be careful because on this side here, which my stylist did have to do, she had to sew this part, which you can't see because it's sewed down. She actually had to sew it herself down because it was kind of sticking out, which I think that has to do with the fact of I think my head may be a little smaller. First I thought the wig wasn't going to fit because it just seemed like it was too small, which is why it was so tight. But after it was on and I could see like there's a little part over here that bulged, but it was an easy fix with some thread. I forgot what I was saying. Yeah, maybe my head is a little smaller. Maybe it's just the way that the wig has to be adjusted, because I know the cap has to be adjusted based upon your measurements. So kind of like sometimes like back here in the back, I can feel, you probably can't see it, like what I'm grabbing here is actually, that's moving like this, is like kind of the wig cap that's kind of like a little excess of it. But it's nothing major. Nothing like that. I mean, the measurement is pretty good for me not to really know what I was doing and trust in my own measurement. Um, yeah, but that's probably the only real thing I would say I would maybe want it to be a little less. I don't want to be able to grab it like this. See, you hear that? That's the way, because it's kind of a little off. But yeah, that's my rant on that. If you understood what I was saying. It's kind of like if you were to put a stocking cap on and you have, you know, at the top you have this little part that kind of hangs off. I should have got a stocking to demonstrate, but you know what I'm saying, like the part at the top is just kind of off. Like I kind of have that on the wig cap, but it's not a lot. It's just that, you know, I can feel it when I go to scratch or something. But the Miss Bossy wig construction, it's a great construction. Um, my stylist was actually fascinated by the construction of the wig, and she was looking at it trying to figure out um, how she did it and how she shortened the wig cap because of the fact that it is a 3/4, and you know the combs and all that kind of stuff. So I will say that I am pleased with my Miss Bossy wig cap, my Miss Bossy wig. I really hope to give you another positive review, because I hope it lasts. So yeah, I definitely want to review it again, as well as my Arjuni hair, which has been, whew, this hair right here, honey, it's been through a lot of trauma because um, it's been colored so much, and I actually colored it before it was on the wig because of the fact that I had layers. You know, an ounce of 8 to 10, ounce of 12 to 14. I already knew where the hair was going to go on the wig. You know, top, bottom, whatever. But after the wig was made, I did color it a little more. Um, some parts on the ends just to give it a little more of the color effect that I needed. Um, Let me think what else. I think this 3/4 wig is one of the best things. Now, earring fell off. I don't know how I would wear it if I didn't wear it, if I didn't get it secured with the thread. I don't know. I imagine it wouldn't be much different. I hope not. But yeah, the combs definitely are in place, but I was going to Vegas, so I had her sew it down for me just along here. This is so weird trying to do this backwards. But you know, at the top and around the perimeter. And I'm actually gonna get her to do it again for me next week. It's like the weave that just keeps getting refreshed. And I would say that I would order another Miss Bossy wig because the construction is good, and we're gonna see how well it holds up over the months. I hope that it does, and I trust that it will. You see how the options you have with this? Like my whole hairline is out, all of it. Now the only thing really you can't do It's like if you want to do some type of hairdo with bobby pins, I mean, you can't stick the bobby pins into your scalp. There's nowhere for them to go. I was at dinner the other day and some of my bobby pins fell out because it's just kind of stuck in other pieces of the hair. But yeah, I can pull my hair up. I can put it up into a ponytail. I can do all that. The coverage in the back, I probably just would have to watch this one little spot because I can feel it. But then again, if I looked in the mirror, it may not look like it feels. And probably, yeah. But I can pull it up, and I did buy the Arjuni hair with my own hard-earned money. And I did purchase the Miss Bossy wig with my own money. Um, I've been searching, trying to find someone who could do a 3/4 wig, and I wasn't confident in anyone else's skills except for Miss Bossy's, although I had never purchased from her before, but I was confident that she could deliver what I wanted. And it's been my experience. We exchanged emails a lot. Couldn't get her on the phone, but we did exchange a lot of emails. She was very responsive and let me know what was going on with the wig, and when there was a communication gap, you know, she was always very friendly and helpful for sure. So I would order again for Miss Bossy, and would order more Arjuni hair, but I think I really want some very curly, like more textured hair. I also think the next hair I want to try is going to be Jace Beauty. I think I'm dying to get some of that hair just to see. And don't mind all this shininess I got going on. It's time for me to go to bed. But hopefully this review was helpful, even though it's kind of all over the place, which I sometimes am just because that's me. But yeah, this is my Arjuni Miss Bossy review. Thanks.